Senator Shelby, how serious a problem are these trillion-dollar deficits as far as the eye can see?
Very, very serious. The most serious that we've ever seen in America. And I'm glad to see the Fed chairman, after printing so much money, talk about deficits and so forth. But I can tell you, if we get to a $20 trillion debt, this country, and we're headed down that road, our ability to pay and service that debt is going to be questioned all over the world. Just like some of the rating agencies have already begun to question the British for the first time, they will surely question ours because we're the largest debtor in the world and growing by leaps and bounds.
Mr. Goolsbee, the national debt was 41% of the economy last year. Under the Obama budget plans, it would rise up to 82%. The national debt, 82% of the total economy in 2019. That's not sustainable.
I will say two things about that. Number one, we know that in the short run, in the midst of the deepest recession since 1929, you don't try to tighten the belt at that moment. We're talking about the longer run. In the longer run, the two major things that have happened in the forecasting of the budget are, number one, the economy's deterioration means that they're forecasting substantially lower revenues. And importantly, number two, the Obama budget removed all of the budget and accounting gimmicks and put forward, here is the actual fiscal state that we face. Now, compared to the actual policies that George Bush had in place, what they call the current policy baseline, Obama is cutting the deficit more than $2 trillion over the 10 years compared with what he was inheriting. The only sense in which his budget is expanding the deficit is compared to the accounting gimmicks and things that nobody actually believed were going to take place, like the expiring of the tax cuts.
We've got less than a minute left. Fred Malek, I'm going to give you the final word. Do you believe that?
I don't. Look, this budget, this spending over the next 4 years counts on borrowing 46 cents out of every dollar the government spends. We got in trouble in this country as a nation by over-leveraging in the private sector and amongst individuals. So you're telling me the answer is to leverage the entire country by borrowing 46 cents on the dollar, 25% of which, as Senator Shelby points out, comes from China.
We're going to have to leave it there. Fred Malek, Austan Goolsbee, Senator Shelby,